Greetings, everyone. Some time ago, I went to Charlotte, North Carolina and attended Heroes Con. And this video is dedicated to sharing those experiences with you. So, yeah. First of all, I would like to explain that this was my first convention ever. Yeah, I never went to a con. I didn't have the time or the money. So, yeah, and I wanted to at least get started on the convention experience sometime in my life. So I flew out to Charlotte the day before the convention began, checked into the hotel, and registered at the convention center. The center itself was only a couple of blocks from my hotel, so it's a nice little walk between the two buildings. Now, I wanted to walk around Charlotte to get my bearings, because it's not a bad looking place. However, the weather had other plans, and it stormed hard. I did bring an umbrella with me, but it did absolutely nothing. I got soaked. Yeah, I went back to the hotel, ordered pizza, and crashed for the night. The stuff I got from the registration, it was fine, by the way. It was a badge and a wristband. The wristband was needed to actually enter the convention hall, and it's irreplaceable. The badge is essentially my way to essentially get into the convention hall about 30 minutes early before everyone else, and that's only if you pre-registered online or something. Yeah, and what's that wristband made of? Because I wore it for 3 days, I showered with it, and yeah, it must be some kind of strong paper material, so alright. Now, the primary reason I went to the convention center was to meet the current head writer of the Sonic and Mega Man comics for Archie, Ian Flynn. And if you want to know what I look like, drum roll please. Yep, that's me wearing the Sonic hat. Not what you expect, right? Or is it? Yeah, I brought with me a binder with comics from the Sonic and Mega Man series for Ian to sign. Now, I am a fan of the new Crusader series, but I didn't bring those with me. Besides, I'm a gamer and I like game-related materials as well as playing video games, so, yeah. Yeah, he signed the comics at the booth because signing is free. And I also hung out at the booth for a little bit throughout the 3 days. And he's actually a pretty cool guy in person. A little shorter than I expected, but still pretty cool. And we talked about some Sonic and some other video games. And I even suggested that he visit IGN to look at the footage for Sonic Lost World, and he actually did it. Wow. He was also a speaker at the Comics for All Ages panel. And no, there are no spoilers. Sorry. I respect the guy enough not to push for them, okay? So yeah. His wife, Aaliyah Baker, was also at the con, and she signed some issues that featured her as colorist. Specifically, any issues she colored and off-panel, like this one here. Ugh. Aaliyah wears the pants when it comes to Mega Man gaming. She tried to coach Ian on the gameplay, but the poor guy lost to bosses like Chill Penguin. To be fair, I too, at one time, lost to this maverick. She also had a pin of an 8-bit Mega Man she wore throughout the convention. A fan made that along with an 8-bit Proto Man, base, and an E-Tank. One time, she lost the Proto Man pin, and the fan gave her a replacement, and that's cool. So yeah, they signed, we hung out, I donated to the cause, and I also got this, these pictures, which they signed, of Blaze the Cat and Shard, the original Metal Sonic, or Mecha Sonic. There were other interesting places to visit in the hall. For example, there were replicas of vehicles from various movies and TV, like the Scooby-Doo Mystery Machine, the DeLorean from Back to the Future, and Ecto-1 from Ghostbusters. Now, for the DeLorean and Ecto-1, I donated some money for charity, and I was allowed to take pictures next to the vehicles. I mean, hey, it's for a good cause, right? I mean, who wouldn't want a cure for Parkinson's disease? So, yeah. And it was fun hanging out with those Ghostbuster cosplayers. So, anyway, there were also booths like booths for Star Wars, a booth dedicated to Klingons, and not to mention various artists and writers throughout this hall. Now, there were vendor booths all around selling interesting items, and make sure you have plenty of money. Make sure you get cash on hand. Now, I was lucky that the center I was at had ATMs and I was able to get money, but yeah, some of these things can be a bit pricey. And some vendors do take credit cards, and I understand your hesitation if you decide to use cards because they can possibly steal all your information and take your money. So, yeah, be cautious on that. I bought a wallet with the Triforce symbol on it. It looks pretty cool. I bought some hats, a Luigi hat, and a Mario hat. Well, Fire Mario. They did not have the regular red Mario cap. Darn. And I bought some reading material as well. So, yeah. I have heard stories about how con food was expensive, so I didn't take a chance. I left the convention floor to grab some food, and there was also a NASCAR Hall of Fame next door, and I visited the gift shop to get my mother stuff because she loves NASCAR, but I digress. For the record, when I left the convention center, I took off my Sonic hat and put on a regular baseball cap. You know, kind of like switching to a secret identity or something, and it makes sense given the convention. Now, cosplayers. Sure, I semi-cosplay with the Sonic hat, and I had people ask, where did you get that? I told them, Amazon. Now, I've seen cosplayers on websites and videos, but to see them in person, it's a whole another story. Some people took the time to make their costume as good as they can, and other costumes looked slapped together. But cons are the only place outside of Halloween people can dress up as their favorite characters. I even attended a panel about cosplaying, and the importance of a good costume is to find decent materials to use. And don't be afraid to ask a cosplayer if you can take the pictures of them, because they will likely say yes. I mean, they worked hard on those costumes and they really want to show them off. Yeah, I mean, some look really, really good. I mean, woo! Wow. I envy those people who took the time to actually make them. So, yeah, I mean, they want to have their costumes live on forever in some way, shape, or form. So, and yeah, that's pretty much my con experience. I'd like to attend more cons in the future, but it's a question of time and money. So yeah, again, this is not a bad first time out, so yeah, and if you get a chance to visit a con, go for it. It's a very fun experience. If you have visited a con, then you understand my experience all too well. So yeah, thank you for your time, and have a good day, everyone.